Well, for those of you that get up early and do a little driving, you're going to have another soupy morning tomorrow. I know it was tough going this morning pretty much all over the crossroads, and we're going to be doing that again. In fact, the deck of clouds, well, it's the deck of all the humidity. It will be probably going all the way to San Antonio. So, keep that in mind. It's going to be tough going. But then it'll burn off about 8 or 9 o'clock, and then we'll have another warm day. Temperatures again hovering near 80 degrees. But out on the west coast, as I told you yesterday, here's the big change in our weather pattern. First of all, the ridge of high pressure that was over the central part of the country is finally gone. Now the winds are kind of almost from west to east. And then we have this big storm dipping down. It's pulling up moisture from the Pacific. It's going to be bringing rain to Arizona, then New Mexico probably by tonight or tomorrow. And then it eventually gets into Texas, and then it pushes a cold front through our area. There you see the dip right about there. And this is actually becoming what we call a cutoff low. And the reason we call it cutoff low, because it's really cut off from the main flow. Right here, you see where all the lines are packed really tight. That's where the jet stream is slamming onto the northwest coast, bringing big storms along the U.S. mainland, Canadian border. But here we've got this low sort of spinning around by itself, and that one's going to wander across the southwest, eventually changing our weather pattern. So tonight, soapy skies, looking for low visibilities probably after midnight. It's very humid out there. We're going to be looking at half-mile visibilities in most areas, so you're going to be kind of feeling your way to work. So do be cautious. Kids, and especially around the schools, a lot of kids getting back to school, so do watch out for the fog tomorrow morning. Now here's a raincast for the next 5 days. So we start off with Tuesday. We go to Wednesday afternoon. Not much happening for us, but something's happening out here in New Mexico. We go to Thursday, and all of a sudden we start picking up rain through North Texas and a little bit of activity along the Gulf Coast is because we're getting all that strong southerly wind. And then we go to Friday, and then all of a sudden there's enough moisture for a light rain or two around our area and in North Texas. Looks like the stormiest weather will be up in the Midwest, but this is a good pattern. We're returning back to a more active weather pattern, which is more likely what we're supposed to be getting in January. But look at this, 82 tomorrow, then 83, then 80 on Friday, and then boom, we drop down into the 60s as high temperatures really not only for the coming weekend, but for most of next week will be, shall we say, more traditional weather for this time of year. And nighttime lows will be getting down to upper 30s and around 40 degrees. So it is a definite change in our weather pattern. Notice how we go through Future Tracker here Wednesday morning. And then you can see all the cloud cover moving on up into our area. That gives us the overcast, the fog, and a little bit of light rain or drizzle. Then the main event rolls in out of the Rockies and starts rolling across the plains. It drags one frontal system here, probably not till Friday night late. And then by Saturday, you'll see that whole thing blow right through and take everything away. And now we're going to get clear and cold for a couple of days, but it's not going to stay like that for long. We're going to be on the cloudy and damp side for early next week. Soupy early in the morning, getting up to 78 in Port Lavaca. In Cuero, you're getting up to about 81 after a foggy start. There you see the very warm summer-like temperatures up to 80 on Friday. And then, yes, the front comes through, and then we have some light rain or drizzle as we get chilly again. I haven't used that word chilly in quite some time, actually, since I was at the restaurant, actually. So we're looking at temperatures only in the 60s next week. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have this